GSL Season 2.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the 2026 GSL Season 2 Round of 12 Group B. We have returned with the second matchup of the broadcast. We just set up with Classic versus Solar. Classic comes out on top 2-1 over Solar to advance on to the winner's match. Meanwhile, we're here to determine who will face off against Classic in that second round. Up next is going to be Zoun versus GuMiho, a PvT. And again, it's great to see GuMiho after so long. It's been a while since I've casted GuMiho, not gonna lie. Again, GuMiho has been very inactive. He has silently retired. We'll talk a little bit about him though as we step into Zoun. Here we go. Zoun, of course, made it to the round of 8 last season of GSL, had a very strong showing, all things considered. He was coached by Classic, and now we have our quote here: I memorized all the build order, but I can't macro my life. Oh no, oh no. He can't macro, he can't macro. Oh no. Not like Esther, Zoun. Hopefully he can overcome that. Hopefully he can get some macro in his life soon, as of course we gotta lock in here and now as we have our initial matchup. Oh boy. So again, we'll see. I mean, again, Zoun, he had a really good showing last season, making it to the round of 8. Very good showing, and we'll see if we can replicate that. Meanwhile, again, GuMiho, he is a newcomer to this year of GSL. GuMiho failed to qualify last season, and GuMiho, he has been very inactive in tournaments. As we have our quote here, I'm looking for a Terran tutor who can help my SC2 rehab. This is kind of what we're referring to here, is that GuMiho's he basically retired. Like that's why you can see barely any results as well in his career last year. Top 16 Dallas, round of 4 GSL season 1, round of 4 GSL season 2. I mean, good placements for GSL, not gonna lie, but GuMiho doesn't really play in many events at all. So GuMiho, he basically stepped away. I believe he's playing StarCraft part-time nowadays. But hey, he made it to GSL, so I'm excited to see how well he performs. I want to see him strive even further, and again, I'm just happy to see him in general here. Great to see some GuMiho. It's been too long. It's been too long. Here we go. We have our first series: Winter Madness into into White Rabbit into Tourmaline. Interesting. GuMiho gets rid of Old Republic, Celestial, and Taito. I feel like he wouldn't. I'm curious if he's going to play mech, actually. I'm curious what the plan is. As he did get rid of some of the larger maps in the map pool, Zoun got rid of some of the smaller maps instead. These vetoes do make sense, and we'll see how our players will approach each game here. GuMiho, we haven't seen him in a while, and I'm curious to see, again, how he approaches StarCraft nowadays. Show us what you got. As spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have for Onside Gaming, the South Korean Protoss, it is Zoun. And bottom right, we do have GuMiho, our Korean Terran. You see our head-to-head here. Offline, 3-5 in favor of GuMiho. Online, 63-27 in favor of Zoun. But again, that is their historical kind of record against each other. And I would emphasize that, again, GuMiho has been out of practice out of late. So we do lean towards Zoun here. Like GuMiho, he is the underdog in this group. But I want to see him do well. I want to see him excel. I want to see some GuMiho action here. But again, the pressure's on GuMiho. Show us what you've been cooking since you've been gone. Totally don't have that "Since You've Been Gone" song going in my head right now after I said that. It's fine. Can breathe for the first time. As for now, we do have GuMiho going for a fake proxy Rax here. His Rax hidden behind his main base. So cheeky start here by GuMiho. He was hoping to force an overreaction, but alas, Zoun does double check the main and does confirm that everything's as it should be. This will delay the wall up here from GuMiho. It's going to be a little bit more awkward, but regardless, we so far still have a standard build. Rax expands, single gas opener, economic starts out of GuMiho. As he's setting up the low ground CC, Zoun is looking to try and delay. Does move in position and will delay. Not bad. We're at 450, 460, 460 minerals here before being thrown down. So a nice little delay here on GuMiho's command center. Get a nice delay. Zoun moves in once again. Oh. Yeah, did go Zealot first, actually. Okay, sorry, I'm a little bit surprised by that. So Zealot first into Adepts. Aggression will continue. This might be due to the fact that the wall-off was going to be a little bit more delayed here, but Zoun is being aggressive, and he is spotted by GuMiho. Zoun is following up with his Twilight Council opener. Twilight Council most likely into Blink. And this early game aggression also means that GuMiho does not get across the map to scouts. He's currently busy. He's busy with the early game harass. Catching up. Ooh, the CC does barely finish in time. Ooh, again, clutch moves there by GuMiho. Zealot does swipe down the Marine. As GuMiho does catch out the Adepts. Adept goes down. Nice kiting here against the Zealot. Second Adept has arrived. And Zoun, he is at least delaying some mining here on the low ground. GuMiho going for a Marauder response. Interesting. Yeah, as Marauder takes his time coming down to the low ground. So still a bit of an awkward defense here by GuMiho, but he shouldn't lose much. That's down to shade away. Behind this, two more gates in production. That's going to be 3-gate Blink. So 3-gate Blink out of Zoun. So far, at least, we'll see if he throws out another gateway. We'll see if he goes for his Robo. Does he go for the faster expansion, or does he double down? And there it is, Robo. So far, a bit of a safer, more committed build here by Zoun. Safer, more committed. Chops into the mineral line. Here threads the mineral line. It's a really weird drop as well. 3 Marauders. it's a little bit random. He gets a pylon at least. He gets something. Ooh, as Reaper falls in the mineral line, does not get a kill. Does not get a probe. Barely not so far. Zoun is defending well. GuMiho's build has been quirky, but this also does eat into his own gas income as well, investing into 3 Marauders. Now switching into a 2-1-1 variation, sorry, a 3-1-1 variation. Stim is on the way. GuMiho does at least preserve all the Marauders, and he still continues Marauder production. Okay, we're committing here. We're committing to a much earlier push here with Stim, with a heavy Marauder counts. Against Protoss, this can work quite well. I can see the potential with this. I can see it. Yeah. Let's give me. Ooh. Yeah, let's give me here. He does bleed out his prism. Sorry, his medevac, I should say. Does force a recall. Again, a heavy Marauder count. And I believe GuMiho should be committing here. We'll see if he gets a third CC. Like, in my mind, building up the Marauder count this quickly, this heavily, is for good reason. Here comes the main push. GuMiho does expand behind it. But again, there's a lot dedicated here. There's a lot dedicated. Oh. Just in one forward. Chasing down the army. Can the tanks, can they get within range? Again, I mean, with all these Marauders, Zoun can't engage actually. He cannot push in. Yeah, the Blinks will be punished so hard. Oh, tanks exposed. Oh no, there's an opening. Yeah, GuMiho does leave an opening there. The tank goes down. He will kill the expansion, but was it worth it? Because he will lose everything. Yeah, it does take down the base. He's gonna get the hell out of here. And he cannot get out. He will lose the entire army, as you mentioned. There was no escaping this. And now that will trigger a counterattack. On the one hand, sure, he killed the expansion, but again, he lost the tank, he lost all the marauders that he had built up over time. I'm not entirely convinced that was worth it. We'll see if he can survive the counterattack. Third is denied. Have force a lift. That's at least that. Bunker's not yet done. We break through the mineral line. Oh, nice hold position micro. Very nice. The Colossi have arrived. And again, 0 tanks. There are at least 2 Vikings. Oh, that's fake 2. That's still barely 2 here. But so far, nice target firing at the Zoun. Oof, massive swipes in the Marines. Boys are being pulled, and down go both Vikings. Yeah, both Vikings fall. Nice kiting here by Zoun. Doesn't overextend. Kites well. Tank on the high ground gets targeted immediately. Jesus. Oh my god, the force field as well. He's turning back the army, and with that, Zoun has done it. He has broken GuMiho. You can see him shaking his head. 19 SCV kills. And Zoun snowballed out of control. And as he mentioned, GuMiho in the end, pushing across the map and killing that third base was not worth it. To lose his tank, to overcommit. It triggered this moment here where Zoun has crippled the economy. We see GuMiho down to 28 SCVs, barely an economy, and that third base is not even an orbital, so no mules. Yeah, there's no extra mules. It's delayed economy here, delayed income. And GG. Yeah, GG gets called. Technically not even a final fight, but I mean, GuMiho was dead in the water. Like that was game. GG, well played. Zoun takes game number 1. Whew. GG. GG, well played. I do want to say that GuMiho's build had, I want to say it had potential, right? Like I was looking at it, I was like, yo, we're building up a lot of marauders here. But if you remember, my assumption was that GuMiho was going to go for a 2-base all-in. Right? I assumed that he was going to pull the boys and just commit to a 2-base all-in, and I think that would have worked out so much better there. Remember, when GuMiho first got across the map, Zoun could not touch the army. Like Zoun, he had to back off. It was only after GuMiho split his army and abandoned the tank that Zoun could move in. Then Zoun could move in and get himself with the tank, and then he had his Colossus come in just in time as well to just deal with the main army. I do believe that if he had pulled the boys, there was a greater chance of GuMiho breaking the natural instead. Ignore the third base, push into the natural and break on through. Yes, the Colossus would have helped out, but that's what the SCVs are for, to tank the Colossus shots and to potentially stim forward onto the Colossus with all his marauders. So again, that was my assumption. Instead, GuMiho went for a more macro response, getting a third base and going for the third expansion across the map instead, killing the third expansion, I do mean. In the end, it wasn't worth it. Was not worth it. And here we go, we're loading into game number 2 and spawning in the top right hand corner of White Rabbits. We have the South Green Protoss, so onside it is Zoun. And spawning in the left hand corner, we have the South Green Terran player, it is GuMiho. GuMiho. Let's go. Let's go as we are getting to game number 2 here. Zoun is up 1-0, but welcome to White Rabbit. White Rabbit is likewise another one of these larger maps. Larger map, longer rush distance by ground. The bases are more spread out, and once again, I'm curious to see how GuMiho will approach this. It was quirky, it was unorthodox for GuMiho to go into such a heavy marauder commitment last game. This time, once again, Rax next to the gas geyser. Just like last game, hides the first Rax. And is found. It's going to be found. And again, eyes are on GuMiho here. Does he go? I mean, so far one gas, right? Single gas opener, so GuMiho is going for a rack expand into a faster economy, into a greater natural base. From here, we'll see if he goes into a second racks, into an early tech lab, into early marauder production. Again, I would expect something different here. GuMiho does not shy away from mech. Mech is definitely an option here in this matchup. High ground CC, interesting. A safer expansion here, he'll have a delayed economy. I would say this is worth it because Zoun did invest into a Zealot. This time the Zealot should not find anywhere near as much damage. It shouldn't. As there's that factory follow-up. There's no like 3-rack setup or a 2-on-1. Not yet. As Reaper does move out. Just keeping eyes here on eyes on Zoun, supporting the expansion. Behind this, we have the 111 factory into Starport from GuMiho. Interesting. Getting into zone 111. We have a reacted Hellions. This can lead into a reacted Hellion drop. True. We'll see if he makes another set of Hellions after the first two. The answer is no. He's going 2 Hellion into Widowmine. Okay. So going for the Widowmine drop instead. A little bit more committed here with the reactor. So once again, this is a unique build here from GuMiho. It's a little bit more unique. A little bit more obscure. You often don't get the tech lab that early on the factory. This tells me that we can go up to 4 Widowmines, actually. Yeah, he's committing. This is very old school. Oh, no, okay. Add-on swap. So 2 Widowmines into the add-on swap instead. I'm just very interested here in the build here from GuMiho. Behind this 3-gate blink to the Robo. Same build that is down 2 games in a row. Very safe build. And we'll see what GuMiho can get done. He's moving out. So moving out across the map. Here comes a drop. Zoun will not have blink in time to defend. May have it towards the tail end to punish the medevac itself. Potentially. As the medevac does him in. It does boost forward. Diving into the natural. Zoun does react in time. He pulls away. Jesus. They're losing 1 probe. Just the one. Medevac does take a lot of hits. Ooh. As both Widowmines go down, only 1 probe for 2 Widowmines. Oh, that was a cleaner defense here by Zoun. A rougher aggression for GuMiho. Hallucination goes in, confirms the 2nd rack, so confirms no mech. Important scout there for Zoun. As this time, Zoun has no Marauders, right? Last game, we did take note of the fact that that GuMiho was building up a really early Marauder count. That's not the case here. This time, we have a heavier Marine count into tanks. Oof. As the medevac does not get away. He doesn't get away. Stim has begun for GuMiho, so earlier Stim. 3rd rack's being thrown down as well. And we'll see how committed GuMiho is going to be. As I believe he's moving out the Raven. I believe he is moving out. Can't hit the 3rd. Third base. Storm is on the way as well, so Zoun just building up. He's just chilling, building up with his 3rd base into the mid game, and really eyes are on GuMiho to see if he commits, and he doesn't. Interesting. So he keeps the main army back at home, and he's going for a double drop. So GuMiho going for a split push. The main army gets spotted by the observer, and we do pick up 1 Hellion. Zoun is distracted. Does react in time back at home. GuMiho's unloading. He does unload. GuMiho commits into the 3rd base, and Zoun is out of position completely. Oh my god, he gets caught. Yeah, losing 1 Stalker already. Zoun has to pull away, and this 3rd base may go down. Do we have Storm ready? We do. Yeah, Storm is done in 10 seconds. Had Templar there enough to force GuMiho back. GuMiho does not risk it, and Zoun defends. Wow, okay. Zoun does defend. Oh. Storks they pivot away. Oh, the Hydrauler exposed. Yeah, Templar exposed, using one Templar. The Storms are landing. Does land another. Zoning back the Bio Army. Tanks are exposed, and with that, Zoun holds. Wow, Zoun completely shuts us down. Oh my god, the Storms were brutal. And GG gets called. GuMiho gets shut down, and Zoun, he will claim the series 2-0. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Yo, GuMiho shaking it up. Let's go. He's got them protein shakes. I didn't get to say it, but GuMiho, he's looking good. He's looking good. He's looking in form, looking in shape. But GG, well played with that Zoun. He shuts down the aggression from GuMiho both games in a row. GuMiho technically wasn't all in. He did have his third CC behind it, but he was all in the sense that he lost everything in the assault. Both games. Like, he had everything across him, everything committed, but he got shut down. Game 1, it was a quirkier build with a heavy Marauder counter early on, and I'll say it again. Game 1 could have gone GuMiho's way if he had committed to the all-in. If we just like, forget about the third CC, that was never going to get up and running. We just commit, papi. Just send it, pull the boys. There was a lot of potential in Game 1. Here in Game 2, I mean, it was it hit later, and Zoun was ready for it with Storm. GG. With that, we're going to be going on a short break. When we come back, we'll have our next series. We'll have Zoun versus Classic in a PvP. See you soon.